Hey there, Christina. My name is Ashley, and I was doing a little bit of research in your area and I came across your website. I reached out to the office and I spoke with Jordan. So I figured I'd shoot you this quick video that will show you 3 things that you can do to beat out your competition online. I'm not trying to waste either of our time, so if by the end of this video you like what you hear and you become more interested in how we can grow your business online, give me a call so we can chat. If not, no harm, no foul. Just take the tips that I'm about to give you in this video and put them into action for yourself. All that I ask is for some feedback on this video. So let's jump into it. The 3 major things that I want to go over in this video are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, when it comes to your content, it has to be unique content. It cannot be copied from anywhere, or Google will flag your site for plagiarism. Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content. And looking here on your guys' homepage, you guys have roughly 150 words of content. Now, in the eyes of Google, content is king because Google can only read, so the more content you have, the better. Now, I did a general search in your area, Dentist Spring, Texas, and I found that these guys down here are your competitors. If we take a look at what their content looks like, they have roughly, honestly, not much more. They have roughly 250 words of content, which is very beatable. But going back to the general search that I did, I'm just going to break down Google for you. Google's broken down into 3 different sections. There's the ads, the GMB, and the organic section. Now, the first thing that we typically see up here is ads. They're not there now, but 9 times out of 10 they are. People are paying Google to have those ads, and if they're not done correctly, they can definitely become a money pit. And honestly, if you're ranking in the other areas that I'm about to go over, it's unnecessary to run them. But moving on to this next section we see here, this is the GMB, the Google My Business. And what dictates you ranking in this section here is what's called a citation. A citation is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories, such as Yellow Pages, Yelp, even Facebook is one of them. Also having reviews and pictures. You've got to stay up to date with this area here. As you can see, Spring Complete Care Dentistry is in this top position, and somewhere in these top 3 positions is where you want to be. I know when I go to Google, this is the first place that I'm looking. So we go over here to a resource that I use called White Spark CA, and it just basically shows me how many citations your competitor has and where they're getting them from. So Spring Complete Care Dentistry has 60 citations, and not all citations are created equal. DA is the domain authority, meaning how strong that specific citation is, and 0 being the weakest, 100 being the strongest. Now, if you can see how all these red ones, how they say submittable, we would go and we would submit for all those for your business. What works for them will work for you. But I'd also like to go in and add 80 to 100 more to really swamp out the competition. But on top of that, it gets your name out there so when people are searching for your services, they can find you easier. But if we go back to the general search I did, moving on to the next section here, the last section, this down here is called the organic section. And this section here directly deals with your website. And what gets you ranked in this area is a backlink. A backlink is a link created when one website links back to your website. In Google's eyes, it's kind of like a vote from that other website vouching that your business is trustworthy and legit. Just like a citation, backlinks are also not created equal. For example, you're a dentist. So if you were to have a plumber linking back to you, it's not going to be as powerful as having another dentist from a different area linking back to your business. You want the most relevant backlinks linking back to you. As you can see, Spring Dentist is first. Now, you want to be somewhere on this first page. And to get you there, we need to beat out the competition in every aspect. So we go over here to another resource that I use called Ahrefs. It's another paid tool, and it just basically shows me an overview of your stats as well as your competitors. Now, you can see that your UR, which is the overall strength of your page, is a 19, and your DR, which is the overall strength of your backlink profile, is a 22. You want your UR and your DR to be as close as possible and as high as possible. A 1-to-1 ratio is considered the golden ratio. Now you have 28 backlinks and 197 organic keywords. Going over to your competitor, they have a 24 UR and a 22 DR. They have 410 backlinks and 849 organic keywords. Now, the nice thing about this is we can go into their backlinks and we can see where they are getting their backlinks from. And we would go and we would submit for all these powerful ones here for your business. Go back. Also, the nice thing is we can go into their organic keywords and we can see what they are being found for. Now, these are all specific keywords that they are being found for. The volume is how many times per month that specific keyword is being searched. Now, what we would do is we would go through all your competitors' keywords and we would find the high volume, low KD, relevant keywords to your services. And just to give you a couple examples, Dentist Spring, Texas, that is being searched 500 times. Now, that's bringing them in 171 clients to their site. And go down. Dentist in Spring, Texas, that's being searched 80 times per month. Dentists Spring, Texas, that's being searched 50 times a month. But that's just to show you a few. Like I said, we'd go through all your competitors, and you miss out on all that possible clients by not having those as your keywords and not being in the, on the first page. But what we would do with those keywords is we would place them throughout that 1,500 words of content that I was talking about. You need one keyword per every 100 words, and that's so Google doesn't flag your site for keyword stuffing. But just to go over everything that we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content. We went over citations, which is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories. And you want to have at least 200 to 300 of these to really beat out the competition by a landslide. And on top of that, it gets your name out there, so when people are searching for your services, they can find you a lot easier. And the third thing we went over is backlinks. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. So you can either go with this information that I provided you with today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 570-536-4151. Once again, my name is Ashley, and my number is 570-536-4151. I hope this video was informative and helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one, Kristina.